All these crooks are working for Tinubu. Sowore reacts to mass defection in Delta. Of course, the truth is that initially they were not working for Tinubu. Tinubu is capitalizing this. When they call him Pablo Escobar, when they call him mafia, they know what they're saying. This is exactly how mafias behave. Now he is a mafian and he has the power, state power in his hand now. So he has to use it to generate or create one-party state and state capture for his own interest. That is it. So he's using the apparatus of state apparatus like the EFCC, ICPC, with the dossiers they have for these governors to coerce them. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. So some are working for him, while some intentionally did not want to join APC, but they have to join because of the trouble that the system is trying to give them. And the so-called EFCC chairman is there forming spirituality, but it's obvious one of them is working for Tinubu there. Ah, man. So let's hear more from Sowore. Former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has said the mass defection of opposition politicians were predictable. Yes, at least we know that their interest is what is driving them. Nigerian News reported that Governor Sheriff Oberewori, former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, and all members of Delta State PDP members and their structure loyal to the governor announced their defection to the All Progressive Congress APC. Yeah, we saw it. So recall that Delta North Senator Ned Nwoko, who won the Senate seat in 2023 with the ticket of the PDP, also defected to the APC. So in a statement released by the State's Commissioner for Information, Charles Aniago, Governor Oberewori said he defected with his structure to advance security cause of the state. Can you imagine? So the decision was taken to build the bond of love that has existed in our state to further advance the cause of security and welfare of our people, and to a very large extent ensure that development in Delta, because every politics is local, imagine. And in taking that decision, we came to the inevitable conclusion that moving out of the PDP is very, very necessary for us to be able to collaborate with our kith and kin and build that state that every Deltan will be proud of. So we believe that what is happening and the state of the PDP is akin to that palm wine whose taste has changed, and there was a need for us to change the drinking pattern. It reads in part. Can you imagine? So because when the taste of palm wine changes, you change the pattern of drinking it. Can you imagine? So taking to his X handle, Sowore said that most of the opposition politicians in the PDP and Labour Party are working for the APC and President Bola Tinubu himself. I will not be surprised. All these groups are working for Bola Tinubu, both those in People Democratic Party, Labour Party, and others. But to cover up their tracks, they will be blabbing and blackballing and blackmailing those really opposed to APC, claiming they are forming a coalition to take power from All Progressive Congress, and that anyone not part of their fake coalition is working for APC, whereas they are secretly migrating to the evil APC, he said. Exactly. So these people actually are just here working for APC, but some of them are not working for APC, like I said earlier. Anyway, okay. So now they have so many of them in PDP and the Labour Party are working for the APC. Quite unfortunate. And they will say anybody not part of them is forming a coalition or whatever they call it. So Sowore's position here is that these people are working for Tinubu. There's no two ways about it. They are working for him. The thing is, I believe that there are several things here. They are using their EFCC dossier to coerce them. That's one. Two, I'm sure Tinubu is paying them heavily. Tinubu is paying them heavily to cause this defection. I will not be surprised if what is paying these people is not running into billions and trillions. I will not be surprised if these guys are not collecting more than 100 billion for this defection. There must be something bigger than the money. But I know that Tinubu is paying for all of these things heavily, with our natural resources, buying the key politicians in the country so that he can get his one-party state. That is just what he's doing. And these people, because they are corrupt, it's either they will take the offer or they will be probed, and they don't want to be probed. That is just what is happening in this country. It's a very bad one. I'm telling you, the trend is not good. All man, deliver yourself from Nigeria. Self-deliverance is the only key now. All man, deliver yourself from Nigeria. If you cannot deliver yourself from Nigeria, then you become a perpetual captor, or you remain in captivity, or a perpetual captive, rather. You become a perpetual captive because the Nigerian state is now a captor. The Tinubu's government is now a captor that is capturing people and intimidating them and subjecting them to their terms. Quite unfortunate. It's very bad. I don't know how this will be resolved. Okay. I was saying there should be a law in Nigeria whichever party you won election with, you should remain there, because this is an act of stealing. Take from A and give it to B. We know, is it not exactly what is happening in Rivers State that Tinubu and APC and Wike, they do not want to accept? 27 lawmakers defected from PDP to APC, and they did it publicly without affidavit backing it up. But the judiciary of the Supreme Court is saying no, it didn't happen, that you don't defect that way. The judiciary is using technicality because judiciary is in Tinubu's pocket. The legislators are in Tinubu's pocket. It's quite unfortunate. So we already know this thing, okay? That, in fact, they know it. That when you defect your position, you lose it, or you defect with your position. But when Nigeria now, when people defect, and when it's not favoring them, they come back, they say they didn't defect, like the case of the 27 lawmakers. How long will that continue to be? How long will that continue to be? So that is Sowore's position, that these guys are working for Tinubu. Well, he has bought them. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, they say there's no permanent, in Nigerian politics, no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. It is all about permanent interest. So we have said it now, that it is their interest that is driving them. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comments.